Hello friends, welcome to the NEGS. Today's topic is the significance of urbanism. In the previous video we have discussed the geography of Mesopotamia. Guys, you know the cities and towns are not just the places with large populations. It is when an economy develops in spheres other than food production that it becomes advantage for the people to cluster in towns. Urban economies comprise, besides the food production, trade, manufacturing, and services. It means the people who are living in the cities, they cease to be the self-sufficient. Or in other words, we can say the people who are living in the urban areas, they are 100% dependent on the products and the services of the people from different corners of the country. For example, the carver of the stone seal needs the bronze tools that he himself cannot make, and colored stones for the seals he doesn't know from where to get. His specialization is fine carving only, not trading. So the bronze tool maker does not himself go out to get the metals, copper and tin. Besides, he needs a regular supplies of charcoal for fuel. So we can say that division of labor is one of the important future of urban life. दरअसल होता क्या है बेटा, ड्यू टू द इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, जैसे कहीं डेवलपमेंट, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट हो जाता है कहीं भी किसी भी कंट्री में, स्मॉल स्मॉल और लार्ज सिटीज दे कैम अप, सो वहां पे पुल अप फैक्टर जो है काम करता है टू अट्रैक्ट द पॉपुलेशन. व्हाट इज पुल अप फैक्टर? जो किसी भी अर्बन सिटीज में बेसिक फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल होती हैं वो खींच लाती है, अट्रैक्ट करती है पॉपुलेशन को टू गेट सेटल डाउन एट वन प्लेस. जैसे कि मैं बताता हूं, जैसे भी कहीं भी इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट होता है तो सबसे पहली बात है वहां पे एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज बढ़ जाती हैं. द पीपल फ्रॉम विलेजेस और पीपल फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट कॉर्नर्स ऑफ द कंट्री, दे रीच देयर इन सर्च ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट. Once they will get employment and finally they get settled down over there, right? तो इसके कारण वहां पॉपुलेशन होता है. नाउ कमिंग टू द डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर. अब अपनी ही सिटी की बात कर लीजिए, यहाँ पे क्या कोई सब्जी उगाता है? नहीं. जो भी हमारे यहाँ पे मार्केट, वट एवर इज अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट, दैट ऑल स्टफ केम फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द कंट्री और द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द स्टेट. सिटी में कोई सब्जी तो उगाता ही नहीं है, सिटी में कोई रॉ मटेरियल तो एक्सट्रैक्ट करता ही नहीं है कहीं से भी. समझ में आया? तो ये सारी चीजें, लाइक कोल इज अवेलेबल इन सिटीज, राइट? कोल इज, आयरन इज अवेलेबल, टेक्सटाइल इज अवेलेबल, डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ स्टेप इज अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट. यू ऑल नो दैट इज नॉट मैन्युफैक्चर्ड इन द सिटीज. The raw material of that particular stuff is not manufactured or from in the cities. That has been brought from the different or the any other parts of the we can say country or the state. So that's why we say that the division of labor is one of the important characteristic or the feature of urban life. Further, there must be the social organization in place. Fuel, metal, various stones, wood, etc. that came from different places for city manufacturers. Thus, the organized trade and storage is needed. There are deliveries of grain and other food items from the villages to the cities, and food supplies needed to be stored and distributed. Besides, many different economic activities had to be coordinated. There must be not only stone but also the bronze tools and the pots available for the seal cutters. So, obviously, in such a system, some people gave commands that others obey, and the urban economies often require the keeping of written records. So, moving to the next topic, that is the movement of goods and services. Guys, Mesopotamia was one of the such civilization which was self-sufficient in terms of food production. But one thing is important over here, human beings do not need only the food to survive. There are so many things which we need to have for the survival, like minerals, stones, and in fact wood. These are the three important things which we need to survive apart from the food. Now, coming to the point, the most parts of the southern Iraq, or we can say the Mesopotamia, lacked in the stones for tools, seals, and jewels. There was also scarcity of wood. Most of wood found in the southern Iraq was of date palm and poplar, which was not considered good enough for the carts and the cart wheels or the boats. There were also non-availability of metal. As far as the metal is concerned, it was used for making the tools, vessels, and ornaments. So now the question is, from where the Mesopotamia civilization got stones, or imported the stones, timber, and minerals as well. It has been suggested that the Mesopotamia civilization, they imported the metals, wood, and stones from Turkey, Iran, and the Gulf regions. As far as these three regions are concerned, they were having ample resource of this stones, minerals, and wood, but they were facing the scarcity of food. Or we can say these three regions were unproductive in terms of food production. So there was a barter system going on between the Mesopotamia and these three regions. As far as the regular exchanges are concerned, they are possible only when there is a social organization. To equip the foreign expeditions and direct exchanges were initiated by the people of southern Mesopotamia, but later on. Now, besides craft, trade, and services, efficient transport is also important for the urban development. But remember one thing here, if the cost of transportation is more, then the city economy will not be viable. But throughout the world, the water or the river is considered one of the cheapest mode of transportation everywhere throughout the world. River boats or the barges loaded with the sacks of grains are propelled by the current of river or the wind. But when the animals transport goods, they need to be fed. But this is not the case with the canals or the rivers. The canals and the natural channels of ancient Mesopotamia were, in fact, the routes of the good transportation between the large and small settlements. कहने का मतलब ये है, अगर आपको कास्ट ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ज़्यादा पड़ता है तो दैट इट विल नॉट बी गुड फॉर मार्केट एज वेल, बिकॉज चीज़ें जो है वो महंगी हो जाएंगी, दैट पीपल कैन नॉट अफोर्ड। पूरी दुनिया में एक ही चीज़ को बहुत चीप माना जाता है, वो चीप नहीं, चीप मीन सस्ता, जिसको सस्ता माना जाता है वो है ट्रांसपोर्टेशन थ्रू द रिवर। अगर हम अभी भी बात करेंगे, इंडिया 60% इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड इज कैरीड थ्रू द सी। समंदर से हमारा 60% व्यापार होता है। मतलब क्या है इसका मतलब, अभी भी जो है वाटर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज कंसिडर्ड वन ऑफ द चीपेस्ट एंड द बेस्ट, इवन द इको फ्रेंडली नाउअडेज। और उस टाइम पर भी था। अगर हम यूफ्रेट्स की बात करेंगे या टाइग्रिस की बात करेंगे, देयर वर द लॉट ऑफ ट्रिब्यूटरीज एज वेल एज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज, और उसी वाटर चैनल्स के जो द्वारा जो है सामान एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पहुंचाया जाता था। ठीक, तो टॉपिक इज ओवर। नाउ कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो। कोई भी डाउट हो, प्लीज डोंट हेजिटेट टू कॉल। थैंक यू एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू।